Hey, what's up, guys? So, you might be wondering, is Wishful Emporium worth it? My 2 cents on this is it is, but then the question becomes, what should you buy? What is worth buying in here? I can tell you the worst item in here is loyalty tags. Next best item in here, I think, is ultimately going to be dependent on what you're working on. If you're doing essence stones, I don't like it. If you're doing fire crystals, I like it. If you like doing design plans or polishing solutions, I think it's a good buy. I think the hardened alloys, it's okay, but I'd rather, if it were me, I'd be doing it for the steel, the guides, the designs, the polishing solutions, the design plans, or the fire crystals. I would not bother with the loyalty tags. I almost kind of squint at the idea of doing Lucky Hero gear chests or essence stones. And speed ups are kind of a questionable thing. I mean, if you need them, I guess, but Wishful Emporium has got a pretty good set of drops. You can never really go wrong with there. Of course, here I can get some of my troops back, so we'll go ahead and use our revival potions here. A little bit of gems. That's okay. And of course, with a revival rate of 40% out of 90, as you can tell, you only get so many of them back. The main thing with troop revival in particular is just knowing that every SVS, right? You're only going to get so many of those troops back. Of course, you can always assist your allies as well. Like here, I knew, whoever took the most, I always like to help them the most. Because these are the people that, they took a really serious hit, so give them a chance to pick back up is my philosophy on who to give helps to. My guess is that this is probably all I'm going to get back, so we'll just go ahead and revive. So we got some of it back. Not all of it, but some of it back. And so that is kind of the cost associated to playing in the game, really. It's just knowing you're going to take some troop loss during SVS. It's just kind of a given. Main thing is that I just train a lot of more infantry, so it all kind of worked out in the end. Just a lot of infantry that'll need to be rebuilt. Of course, Hall of Heroes is coming around, but again, if you haven't already started thinking about it now, you should really consider saving everything you have in this game because it all adds up. Obviously, if you can get the 5% daily, do it. It's super useful. Other than that, grabbing your stamina and everything is really about all you have to do. This is more or less, though, the end result of SVS. We ended up winning, which is cool. My personal ranking was 104, so Eon ended up getting number 1 at 395 million. Kilburn came in at 300 mil. Seal came at 293. For 474, Trunku, I guess, 256. Ferret at 248. I'll probably stop at 10, just because I think the top 10 is really all that's relevant anyway. But as you can tell, that's really about how that went. Now, you might be wondering, why do I have checked description? Well, I would like to let you guys know you should totally join the Discord I have in the description if you'd like to, hang out with me or get to know me better. Because again, I've been letting people trickle into the Discord here and there, but I always bring it up because people can come and join the Discord and ask questions if you'd like regarding Whiteout Survival, Age of Apes, what have you. That said, not long from now, eventually we will be in a whole different pickle. And as you can see, I did pick up the Artisan Druid pack, which I think was a really good value for what you were ultimately aiming to achieve. You might have noticed a slight change. Now that they've added this in here, I'm not sure if Fire Crystal Weekly cards are worth it or not, but that is kind of now a factor in my decision making that I've yet to really, now I'm going, okay, now that might be more worth. If you happen to hit the drop, that is, then that's not so bad. But it's thrown in a wrinkle in my theory thinking here, because I'm like, well, I don't know. I still don't like it, but maybe. For a change, I may have actually maybe say yes to it for a change. Overall, though, I mean, Of course, now if you haven't already gotten Logan, you really shouldn't sweat it. I think a lot of people sweat the heroes a little too much, but that's okay. I'm almost done with Mia, which is kind of nice. Um, I did run into a handful of players that, frankly, we were just doing back-to-back wars. It was pretty crazy in and of itself, really. So really kind of a crazy ordeal all on its own. Um, but that said, you know, if you struggled with SVS, again, the biggest thing is saving your speed ups, your resources, your gems, and all of that stuff. But that's pretty much how our SVS went. Of course, I guess if we wanted to know more about like individual rankings by alliance, I guess we could look at that too, right? I'm sure somebody probably wants to know. But Core came in at 1, K&J 474, JSN at 3, and then 1 came in 4th, DMN at 5, AGL at 6, DCL at 7, TUA at 8, PCL at 9, HYB at 10, and HKE at 11 for the phase. Of course, for the individual prep phases, 1 did well, DCL did well, Core came well in the last 3. They really picked it up after the first 2. But needless to say, that's pretty much how our state of power went. Now you know. See you guys.